What's up, family and friends? Welcome to the Woke Nation, our nation of factual truth, where we feel free to share knowledge and spread the knowledge of factual truth without fear, without favor, and without feint, where we encourage us to live our lives and live it well through the knowledge of factual truth because it is our lives. And personally, I encourage you to enjoy your life wherever you are. Live and explore and enjoy your life. Let no one rob you the joy of living. You're not supposed to be living your life in fear. You're not supposed to be living your life by faith. You're not supposed to be living your life by comparison. You're not supposed to be living your life by competition. You're not supposed to be living your life by covetousness. All you have to do is to be a conscious human being. Dare to know. Judge everything rationally. Use your brain. Don't believe anything blindly. If they say believe it, then ask them to show it to you. If they cannot prove it, if they cannot show it to you, kick it out. Don't ever succumb to their lies because of their personality, because of their status in the community, because of their level of education or exposure. Remember, many people has been exposed, but they refuse to let go the garbages they were raised in with, and they stand to fight or hate or even kill anyone who is contradicting their beliefs. And as in my last video, right? My live book, as I talk about, I think second to the last one, I talk about the first self-delusion. So this is the second part of it. In between it, I talk about the nonsense from the Bible, how, a minister of God in Nigeria humiliated, insulted, and a graduate that don't speak English fluently or with the way our people value somebody that is smart. They can speak English like British people do or like the Americans do. So when you don't have that, our people tend to disrespect you, insult you as that Pastor Enenche did to that lady. And the lady still say that, you see my spiritual father, you guys stop saying anything on the social worker bullshit, social media nonsense. Said, we all used to eat. I used to be like that too. I used to be a diehard Christian. I used to be a minister of the gospel. So that's why I want to continue with this self-delusion, because most of our people, I mean Africans, black people, we have this self-delusion, but we don't see it as self-delusion. We see it as our opinion or as our truth, and it's a great idea. Everybody have to buy it. No, things are not what they are because of what you claim them to be. You are entitled to your opinion, but not to your facts. Because when you state something as facts, people that have their brain working will judge you. They will question you. They will ask you to prove it. And they will not be afraid of your reactions or your threats or your rant. They will demand for proof and stand by it. It doesn't matter how much you threaten them. They will not back down, like myself. You can threaten all you want. There's nothing you want me to experience now I have not experienced. Even before I became woke, I experienced all that. Prison yard, all that near-death experience, whatever it is, I have experienced all those things in my life. So self-delusion, and I will say this like using 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 12, where he said that like I am persuaded and I know the God, I know in whom I believe. No, you don't know whom you believe. You don't know in whom you believe. Because when you believe, it's because you don't know. When you know, you say you know. When you say, I know whom I believe. No, you don't. You don't know whom you believe. You only believe what you don't know. You believe who you don't know. But when you know them, you don't believe them anymore. You know them and you can say exactly what you know about them, and whoever go and verify it will find out that you are speaking the truth. You don't know in whom you believe. That's why their Bible said that you know not what you worship. Their Bible said, their God said, his people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. They perish because they lack knowledge. Always learning, but not able to come to the knowledge of factual truth. Please, if you can hear me loud and clear, let me know, because I'm testing this mic. This is my first time of using this wireless mic to see how it sounds. If it go well, I continue with it. If not, I disease. That's how it goes. If I try something, it works, I continue. If it don't work, I get away. And that's all my life. When I was a Christian, my parents born me in Anglican church. I was in Anglican church. Then after, I switched to Pentecostal. From Pentecostal, look at me today. I am woke because I keep following the factual truth. No truth is permanent unless it is based on fact. Thank you, bro. Thank you for confirming that. So I will continue. See, somebody gave me this as a gift. I did not buy it. I did not buy it. And now it's working. I think I will be using it even in our Caring African group and the Ndibo group we just started. We have opened the website. So try to go to your or search engine and search for ndibo.org. Ndibo, NDIGBO.org. So we are starting it. If you go there now, you will see maybe only the front page you see. So I want you to join and support us. The more we go, we'll be adding more contents to it. And we also need you to, whichever way we will make it better, because this is our community. And we want to build it to show that we are different. If you check our logo will say it all. That's all we stand for. Okay, we are not standing with what they already established, the race they set before us, and they want us to continue running that race that leads us to nowhere. They call it heavenly race. They call it societal race. They call it one human race. One human race. No, it's not. We are different. We are Ndibu, and some people say put a double O. No, we're not, because that's why we are different. And we want to be different in everything, showing how great we are naturally, without fear of God and without love of God. So if there is no power in African things, because this is the main reason I started sharing this self-delusion, when that Nollywood actor drowned in the river Niger, and our people begin to talk like, you see, you guys say that there is no power in African thing, but you know, you believe like Mame Water did that and all that, and somebody that believe in Jesus Christ and God of Nazareth, God of Israel, we are pouring Fanta in the water. He say his spiritual director or whatever tell him to do that. So, but let me say something before I continue on that self-delusion. It is part of this nonsense. It is wave that is doing all that in the water, not any Mame water, not any spirit. He said, they consulted somebody. He showed them the spot where they will go, and they find out those things, you can do it with your common sense. That person have knowledge of that environment. It is not any spirit. Whether you call it shrine, whether you call it no, it is not. Spirituality and religion are mere beliefs. They are rooted in myths, taking mythology, taking cosmology, taking fairy tales, taking folklore seriously. You don't supposed to. Those things are to entertain you, not to enlighten you. And whatever is entertaining you is not enlightening you. And that's why you see majority of people flock to entertainment, not to enlightenment. Then they tell them yoga is enlightenment. Medication is enlightenment. Prayer, no, it's not. Whatever you believe can never enlighten you. It erodes you in short. It limits you. It damages your ability to be wide as you were born to be. You were born to be wide. If you are not wide, you are not wise. If you are not wide, you are not wise. So, back to what I'm saying is, let us stop calling waves or thoughts spirit. It's not spirit. You think something inside you, it's not any spirit communicating with you or anything. There's no spirit of ancestor somewhere trying. No, you are that ancestor you're talking about. Oh, I saw a spirit in my dream, in my vision. Those things are bullshit. They are not. For the fact they cannot do anything for you, they still need you to do something for them to teach you they don't exist. They are the product of your thoughts, your experiences, your encounters in reality. So, I'm not asking you to control your thoughts. I'm asking you to engage your brain. Begin to know the functions of your brain. When they limit the functions of your brain, that's when they limit you. And they don't want you to go beyond, to go beyond what they wrote, what they taught you. They don't want you to go beyond that. They want you to believe till you die. To believe, to live and die ignorant. But no, I'm calling on you to not let such thing happen. They damage your brain. They damage your brand too. That's why we lost our brand. Africans, we don't have our brand no more because of belief systems, spirituality, and religion. Those things limit us. You know, I have to pour libation. Those things are bullshit. Who pours libation when they hear the shot of gun? Who pours libation when there is war? All of them run away. Think about it. Ojiofo Ghana abụghị ebe a tụrụ bomb. You say, no, my hands are clean. No bad thing will happen to you. Not to where they throw bomb. It will scatter you. They will not even see your body. There are things you're supposed to begin to judge everything. Because it's from your people doesn't mean it's true. Because it's from the white people doesn't mean it's true. Because it's from you doesn't mean it's true. You have to find out, verify it before you buy it. You cannot even buy a car because they say that's car, this, you know, you work well, you know, this is how much it is. They used to sell it 20,000. I want you to give me 1,000. It worked perfectly. You will still say, I want to test it. But when it comes to spirituality and religion, you don't want to test it. Oh, you said there is no God. Our ancestors used to worship God. You are lying. The right word is supposed to say some of our ancestors believed in God, worship God, not all our ancestors. You cannot worship God and invent anything in this world. You cannot. If you worship God, the only thing you can do is to enslave others. When you preach to them and convert them to believe your bullshit, you have enslaved them. They are now following you. That's why I see people dressing on robe, dressing in certain way in their religion, praying in certain way, doing certain things certain way. Because that's how their religion want them to be. Or that's how they see that their people are doing. Those things, most things you call word of wisdom are lies. Most of them. You don't even understand what is going on. They made up certain words and add certain names to it. The names you cannot even find out they existed. But because certain politicians, certain leaders, because they promoted that and you buy into that and you concluded, okay, yeah, that's true. Then if somebody like us that are not that educated as you think, speak common sense, you say no. You call us Mr. Know-It-All, Miss Know-It-All. And I always ask them, why you don't want to know it all? Anybody that say you cannot know it all is enemy of your brain. As I said, God is the enemy of your brain. The worst enemy God have is your brain. That's why God don't want you to think or lean on your own understanding. That's why God is against your understanding. Your own doing research to find out the truth and coming with that understanding. This is how this thing work. They say, no, believe the contrary that is written. If there is no power in African things, if there is no power in our own African things, then why are you Africans who are in Abrahamic religions are afraid of them and praying against them, especially you Africans in Christianity? They taught you that your ancestors were idol worshippers. What was wrong with that? If they were worshipping idol, were they killing you? No. Were they invading your land and raping your women and taking your land, taking your resources? No. They were living their lives until these people came and killed them. Then stole the content of their worship and then sold it back to you as the word of their own God, as the way of their own God. They did not preach it to you to receive it. No, they beat it inside you. Africans did not become Christians by faith. They become Christians by force. Africans did not become Muslims by faith. They become Muslims by force. Africans did not become Jews by faith. They become Jews by force. What faith does is to mentally enslave them in accepting their abuse or their slavery as God's will. That is good for me. It is good I suffer now. When I die, I will inherit heaven. I will inherit virgins. I will inherit gold. I will inherit eternal life. No, my dear, your natural life is eternal. Nature is eternity. Nature is not temporal. Your life is not temporal. Stop believing their lies. Begin to know your truth. If there is no power in African thing, that thing Africans believe, you say there's no power in it, but there is power in the Western thing, in the things that white men gave to us, white people gave to us. Then why are you worried about how Africans are using that? Why? Why are you afraid of going to shrine? Why are you afraid of going to native doctor? If you have power that pass their own power, go there and show them you have power that pass them. You're even scared of taking any gift from them. I see some people will say, oh, what have you done for your people? Which my people? Christianity has bewitched my people to the extent they believe if you are not in their group, whatever you are giving to them, you are taking their stars. This is the people that believe their God is almighty. Yet they're afraid of you taking their stars. Oh, it's your cult. Oh, my son, my daughter. Don't go to that house. Don't collect anything. Don't eat anything there. Come on. What is the work of your almighty God? To watch you suffer and die? Then you come up there to enjoy with him? A God that cannot preserve you here, that cannot protect you from sickness, disease, all these things going on in this world caused by godly people, that God does not exist. If your God of Israel is the Almighty above African gods, then why are you worried about them? I'm preaching to convert those who believe in them. These people bombarded us and still bombarding us. Go to Africa, see how Christians are using their night vigil, using their church services, using their crusades, using their seminars, putting loudspeakers everywhere, disturbing the entire neighborhood, persecuting us with Jesus said, God said, if you don't believe, you perish. Why are you trying to convert them? If you should believe what you believe, if people should leave you to believe what you believe, why don't you leave Africans to believe what they believe? I am happy that some of you, your children are waking up now, coming against that belief you taught them. And to you, you think they are devil. Like my mother say, I am devil. Ekwensu. But she don't know that Ekwensu is not devil. That devil only torment Christians like her. Devil cannot torment me because I'm no longer a Christian. Christianity created God and the devil. God give them the false idea of being blessed. Then the devil torment them also in their, all these things happen in their head. Then you see it in their lifestyle, the way they dress, the way they speak, the way they live, show you that they are mentally ill, having God and the devil that does not exist occupying their brain. Why are you preaching to convert Africans? If your God can do all things, stay in your closet, as Jesus said in Matthew chapter 6. Pray in secret so that your God will touch those people to come and join you. But because your God cannot do that, because your God does not exist, you are the one doing that. When you succeed, you say it is God. When you fail, you say it is devil. How about you? No, I have no power of my own, more of you, less of me. Stupidity is spirituality. Stupidity is religion. Stupidity is faith. Stupidity is hope. Stupidity is fear. Stupidity is competition. Stupidity is comparison. Stupidity is greed. Stupidity. You are the one that is real. You do all these things, yet you believe there is a being that is manipulating you, that is using you. For the fact you say God is using you makes you a property. And you've been bold, proud enough in Pentecostalism, they say that they are God's property. Then you say you believe the holy book that say you are sheep. God is not sheep. Sheep give birth to sheep. If you are sheep, God is sheep too, right? But you keep believing the lie, rejecting yourself, the truth. You are the truth. You are the way. You are the life. God is not. Jesus is not. No spirit is but you. And when you search about this spirit they're talking about, why people originally said that spirit is a person, not an invisible being. But when you're talking about spirit, you're talking about person, soul, person, not something in you. There's no spirit in you. There's no soul in you. Then if you say there's spirit in you, there's soul in you, show me their location so we can go find it there. We have technologies we can use to know what is inside of you, see inside of you. We have those technologies now. You are living by faith because you have fear. Every faith is rooted in fear and ignorance. What is your God doing to free you from fear of other gods? Since you say your God is the only true God, other gods are man-made, other gods are, does not have power, your God have all the power. The question is this: what is your God doing to free you from the fear of other gods? There are some parts in your village you dare not go there because of the fear of what other gods can do to you. If God be for us, who can be against us? Your stupidity is against you. Your ignorance is against you. If God is for you, go everywhere without fear. When I was a Christian, I was not living in fear. Yeah, fear comes. The only fear I did not try to overcome like that was in my village, the Nkuchu Road. There is there will I use forest there. So they used to tell us that dangerous animals, lions, pythons, all of them is in that bush. To one time, one in fact guy is from my, will I say lineage, or let me say from my village. He went there with his Bible with zeal. He went there praying against them, and they said that a lion came out and he threw his Bible and ran away. So, but I said one day, in the middle of the night, like 2 a.m., I want to walk through that road and see if anything will happen to me. When I was a Christian, so, midnight, I always do midnight prayer at that time. Around 2 a.m., I left our compound. I begin to speak in tongues with my Bible coming. When I come to the place we call center there, that's where we have the hospital, the general hospital. between Osete and Ibubu Muchu. I look down, man, the road is too lonely. And you know how it looks in the night. Man, I say, no, I'm not going. What if something come out here and kill me? You know, but today I drive with car like in the night. I can drive through with car. But I actually want to walk through there in the night when nobody is awake, like everybody is sleeping. By my just without now no longer praying. So I don't fear God. I don't believe in religion anymore, and I don't want to entertain any fear. So I still want to walk through there like 2 a.m. But for what purpose or why? Why will I do that? It's for myself, not to tell you maybe there is God or there's no God. No, to defeat that fear I have from childhood. Fear is dangerous to humanity. There's no fear in nature. So we should do a bit. What is your God doing? You Africans who believe in the God of Israel, who believe in the Jesus Christ of Nazareth, who believe in Allah, who believe in Jehovah, who believe in Yahweh. What is that God doing to free you from fear of other gods, fear of death, fear of disease, fear of lack, fear of want, fear of this, fear of that, fear of the unknown? Tell me what that your God is doing to free you from those fears. Fear of losing your job. Fear of dying in poverty. Is it not because of that fear you went and get married? When you can't even take care of yourself, you're married to produce children. You don't know when you are poor and producing children, you are producing more problems. Those children are more problems in the society. You are not adding to the solution. You're having problem with that solution. Why is your God watching and doing nothing? Why you are suffering? Huh? Why is God watching and doing nothing? Why your own mother or your own people, they hate and kill for God? Why is your God watching? He don't care to do anything to help you. Then after people help you, you say it is God. God put those people in my path to help me. Oh God, send me helpers. So God is no longer your helper. Come on, Psalm 121. He said God is your helper. If God is your helper, you don't need any human being to serve as mediator between you and God. You don't need any Jesus to serve as a mediator between you and God. You don't need any person, anything, any being to serve as mediator between you and God. If God is your helper, you don't need God to send a helper. You don't need God to, how do they used to, God will bring your helper. God will send your helper. It's a lie. A God that cannot send help directly to you does not exist. It's human being who pity you and help you. Or some of them, their religion teach them to give. And when they give, they say it is God. It is not God. It is us. Why is your God watching and doing nothing while you run away from danger? You run away from those things you fear. Why is your God watching, not doing anything? You end up blaming yourself because that's what your religion or spirituality taught you also. Oh no, you're suffering because you have done wrong. Oh, because of what you did. Fuck all that. Which Ajana? Ajani, do you think that's the first place you started? No, you ran away from the other place where you find yourself today. It's not your original place. You Igbo people, you Yoruba people, you Hausa people. Let's go. Our original place is where they call Middle East today. They came kill us and possess the land. We ran to our backyard where we are living today. Self-delusion is believing your fellow human being is the choosing of God. Oh, I was watching Trump say, I am the choosing. Do you see the body language? He said, I am the choosing. That's how he get all these stupid Christians supporting him. And some stupid Muslims too. Because they want to see that thing, and they see that, oh, now he has a political party that is backing him. He may succeed. He will not. Donald Trump can never become the president of America again. That's why they want America to burn. And because people always believe lies as the truth, and Trump and his followers know how to spread it. Oh, he's the chosen one. God chose him. He's even selling Bible to raise money. How do you know somebody is broke and somebody is not rich as they claim? Trump, when they run for office, rich people don't run for any political office. They put people there to serve them. You know what it means to be rich? He was never rich. He inherited riches. He inherited riches. He was never rich. And that's why whatever he put hands, he'll bankrupt. His university, whatever, his casino, boom, closed down. And people suffer. He's not even paying his workers. But because he knew what gets the masses, the opium of the masses, he's feeding them with it, religion. Why do you see Muslims now say they are not supporting, some Muslims say they are not supporting Biden? What is happening in Gaza? They don't know his politics. Because that's where also why people do politics. They go that place and cause trouble and blame the person in power for you to not vote for that person, but for them. That's how Ronald Reagan became president. Iran helped him. Who bombed Israel now? Iran, right? Why is Israel and those people fighting in Gaza? You see how Trump get them? He said, when I was president, Russia did not do that. And then some of them believe that nonsense. They're supposed to teach you that he's a puppet to Russia. When he's in power, Russia don't care who is American president. They don't want America to stand. And anybody that support Trump, Russia in America, Americans write that person up. But the reason why Trump is standing is because Trump represents white supremacy, whether you like it or not. Check all his things he's doing, white supremacy. And they found out that, oh, poor people or black people, when you promise them riches, they will follow you. When he went to that Atlanta where they do all that campaign, and you think it's the real workers there that did that, he said, I know you people want to be rich. No, black people don't want to be rich. We are naturally rich. We have all the resources in this world. Africans don't want to be rich. We are not poor. We are not wretched. We are not slaves. They are the one that made us poor, enslave us, and want us to remain there. How do we remain enslaved and poor today as a people? God and the money. And guess who controls God and the money? Our slave master. That's why we can't revolt. That's why we cannot stand up and fight for our freedom. We are so divided because we still have God conscience and the money or love of money. We think without God or money, we are nothing. Self-delusion. Believing your fellow human being is elected or sent to use the authority to serve you. There is no president that is serving you. There's no governor that is serving you. Nobody in politics is serving you. They're serving themselves. Ibo Mwerema that was listening to Jabisik, he said that one of the things, one thing that annoys him is that the people they send to Abuja when they are seeking for their own. Excuse me? You want them to seek for your own too? No, they seek for their own. That's why they give them money to say things against their people. Do things against their people. Because they don't want to lose the power. If they don't listen to those that controls power, they will remove them. They will even kill them. But it's self-delusion for you to believe that somebody is choosing to serve you, choosing to do you any good or anywhere. Appointed, anointed, sent to serve you with power and make you be of same status with him or her? No. Don't be that stupid anymore. There is no person with power to serve. Power is not meant to serve. Power is meant to rule, control, possess. That's what power is meant for. All those political powers you see, it is to possess, kill and possess, invade and possess, lie and possess. But you are there killing yourselves, killing your brothers and sisters in the name, oh no, that's my candidate. How dare you? I support Trump 100%. You are stupid. I didn't say don't support Trump. But why? Why? How does that affect your life? Somebody is telling lies. You support it. Don't you know that racism against black people started his career, both as a businessman and as a politician, I mean. What made him a president of America? He was against black man called Barack Obama. And when Barack Obama did what Americans wanted to do in Libya, guess what? They also told you that it is Obama that killed Gaddafi. And all of you hate Gaddafi for that. I mean, hate Obama for that. That's stupidity. And even somebody that is not living in America telling me that he's, like he knows what is going on in America more than me. Come on. Come on. I'm not that stupid. I'm not the one like using all those old phones only to be on TikTok. I deleted TikTok. I don't use it. I'm not. I follow facts. I don't follow news. I don't follow conspiracy theory. No. Facts. I listen to the person directly. It doesn't matter what Trump say or do. For the fact he said that African countries are shithole countries, it's enough. But many Africans believe that. But you don't know that Trump and his like are the one that made Africa so as they think. But African countries are not shithole countries because they're still going there. But if you say shithole, where is the treasures are? In the shithole. In the shithole. You know what is shithole? With his own nuclear. But look at it. He says our mind. No, he's not saying your mind. He's saying what your itching ears want to hear. I want to hear that. Yeah, how he said that, what is going, they want to prosecute him. It makes him be like black people. And black people think what he said is true. No. He's cutting you. He wants you to support him. I am one of you. No. If a black man, no matter, even if it's Obama, do 1% of what Trump have done, that person would have been rotten in jail a long time ago. They will not even grant him bail. The idiot. And people say, oh, when he was president, things were better. No, things were better before he became president. Obama rescued America from the crash that Bush caused. And this guy came and built on it. The worst thing that this Trump did when he became president is not even giving Obama his credit as his predecessor. He never did that. Will you do that? Why do you call somebody that behave like that? Everything Obama did, he did not give Obama credit. In fact, that's why COVID-19 crashed American economy, because Trump went and removed what Obama put there to make sure if such thing happen, this institution will fight it. He removed it because Obama did it. The Obamacare, Affordable Care Act, they call Obamacare and they thought it will kill it. It give it more name. Till today, it's Obamacare. You know how many times Trump and his co tried to kill it? They can't. Because millions of people have that insurance. But see people running their mouth. Oh, he's saying his mind. No, he's not saying his mind. He's saying what you want to hear. He's a criminal. And you are stupid believing him. Just as people are stupid believing the Bible, believing the Quran, believing the Torah. Oh no, there's some part of the Bible that there's no wisdom in it. No. There is no knowledge in it. There's no factual truth in any holy script or holy text. No. Whatsoever. Self-delusion is when you believe that African thing or Africans believe in the God of Israel and Jesus of Nazareth. Some of you say, yeah, it's good. Yeah, you know, God of Israel, blah, 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 blah. Jesus Christ of Nazareth, in Jesus' name. You believe, or you as an African, you believe in God of Israel and Jesus Christ of Nazareth, but ignoring your ancestral African powers and your own understanding. That self-delusion also make you self-hate. You hate yourself and love your enemies. That's why they wrote for you, say, love your enemies. Hate yourself. It's there in their book. The Bible says, hate yourselves, love your enemies. Who are our enemies as a people? Your brother is not your enemy. Your sister is not your enemy. Your parents is not your enemy. Your child is not your enemy. It is the people that gave us God, Holy Book. They are our enemies until we wake up. Somebody say, okay, what are we going to do to be free? Trust God. If you want to be free, trust God. And as a people, Africans must trust God, whether in spirituality or religion. We must trust God. Every concept of God is evil. It kills. You are ignoring your African ancestral powers and your own understanding. You are ignoring them. Why? Because in Proverbs chapter 3 verse 5, he said what? He said, lean not on your own understanding. And in 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 19, he said that God will bring to naught the understanding of the prudent. God is against wisdom. God is against knowledge. God is against understanding. And that's why you see believers, theists, calling their faith and beliefs knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from God. Somebody that hates knowledge cannot give you knowledge. Somebody that hates wisdom cannot give you wisdom. Somebody that hates understanding cannot give you understanding. Cannot. And that's what they tell you to believe he does. You went to school, acquire knowledge, you say it is God that give you the knowledge. You went to school, acquire knowledge and practice it, gain that wisdom, you say it is God that give you wisdom. You understand how things work, and after you do thorough investigation, your own research, you'll find that this is how things work. You said it is God that give you the understanding. Where is that God? You can see. And you are laboring to provide for yourself. You are laboring to make people believe the nonsense you say God gave to you. You hating yourself and loving God. To the extent you believe you are mortal and God is immortal. Idiot, you are immortal. God is mortal. God does not exist at all. Talk less of being even mortal. Self-delusion is believing money answers all things. Oh no. When it comes to area of God, maybe some Africans will say, yeah, okay, you're right. There is no God, or, there's no Bible God or that. But another stronghold we must pull down is this love of money we have. Self-delusion is believing that money answers all things and life is worthless without God or money. Do you hear what I just said? Self-delusion is believing that money answereth all things. I say believe. Believing. Believing that money answers all things and life is worthless without God or money. That's self-delusion. Because let's say you are sitting in your room and you begin to have medical problem. Money cannot answer it. God cannot answer it. Your phone, you pick it, call. People will answer. God cannot answer. Or you have neighbor living around you, you yell, help, help, help. They will answer. God will not answer. Money will not answer. In nature, there is no God and there is no money. Anything that is not natural, you can live without them. But what is natural, you cannot live without them. You can live without God. You can live without money. You can have all these things we have today without money too. It is part of evil originated in God that makes people monetizing everything, because it's the same people that created God created money for the same reason, to control the masses, the poor masses and the slaves. Self-delusion is who you believe God will cause you to when you believe that God calls you to travel abroad. There's one guy before I block him here. He used to be my co-worker. He's from Enugu State, Igbo man too. But when I became woke, he moved to Texas, something like that. So when we begin to talk again, he's beginning to say that, no, it is God that put you wherever you are today. If you are in America, it is God that put you there. If you are in Europe, it is God that put you there. I say, no, you struggled, you put things. One of the things they use to support that nonsense is they say, but other people did that, but they did not succeed. Because they did not meet the requirements. Not because of maybe God chose you, that's why you are there. No. Some people also came to America as you do, and they died long time ago in accident. So God brought them from Africa to die in accident in America. Some of them died on top of women in America. Some of them were killed by their fellow men in America. It's not God putting anybody anywhere. You are alive worth a lot without God. You are alive worth a lot without money. God and the money limits you. Yeah, it is hard for you to even think about it. No, you are right with money, but how about God? But how about money? No, you need money. Are you not living in America? This thing you are doing now, without money, can you do it? Without money, we can do all these things. We can have all these things without money. But they have, I preached it one time, that message. I said, conditioned to conform. We have been conditioned to conform. The same way I feel about God is the same way I feel about money. And I know that we are still in the slavery system. That we have to destroy this system for us to be free from God and the money. Because before, we didn't have God and the money system. We have natural system. Where we are living wisely. That's what it means. Doing things naturally. Not invading and taking other people's land, raping their women, killing their great men, and imposing our beliefs and culture on them. No. It was uncivilized people. Another word for uncivilized people is evil people that came invading Africa. Africans did not invent them. Understanding is very important. Some people say understand, overstand, other bullshit. Understanding. Do you get it? Do you get the point? Do you know the main thing? Understanding the rota, period. Understanding is English thing, other bullshit. What is understanding in your own African language? Do you understand? How do you people say it in your own language? Dare to understand. When you know the factual truth, you begin to understand you can live without God. You can live without money. And this evil system must be demolished for us to restore our ancient African system, which was based on nature. Some of you also believe that our ancestors were worshipping the sun. No, some, not all. One of the things Africans fought for is generalizing Africans in things. But when it comes to white people, they try to develop, it is in this place, it is in that place. But when it comes to Africans, that's why today, most American children think that Africa is a country. But it's a continent. Larger than America, Europe, and Asia put together. Africa is larger than them. But look at the map. Africa is the smallest. It's smaller than them. And that's not who made the map we have today. White people, not Africans. Ask me to draw African map. The globe you see, that's African map. The whole globe. We are the world. Self-delusion is when you believe God calls you to travel abroad to make money, a sign of divine blessing. But that same God cannot do that in your village. The God that can bless you in America but not in your village does not exist. A God that can bless you in Europe but not in your village in Africa does not exist. A God that can bless you in America but not in your village in Africa does not exist. You are the one making it happening, not any God. It is you and other people. If American government, if European governments, if Asian governments, if they didn't put things together as they do today, you will say you go in there. And most things you're going there for, they stole it from your land. They killed you to take it. They did not pay for it. Most great buildings you see in their places, they enslaved us to build it. They did not build it, we did. If God can bless you in America, but not in your village, that God does not exist. And that's why you are afraid of relocating back to your village. Then they will carry you as a dead body to your village. That is not life. You need to wake up and stop being stupid by faith and fear. Fear and ignorance. Wake up and end this self-delusion. Self-delusion also finally is a suffering and struggling person saying it is God who is his or her provider. Think about that. Somebody that is suffering, somebody that is struggling to eat, somebody that when you say they can't even afford maybe a body spray to smell nice, saying that God is his provider. He's working. Some of them are doctors. Some of them are nurses. Some of them are engineers. Some of them are doing one job or the other, making money, providing for themselves, buying things for themselves. But they turn around and telling you God is the provider. How can God be the provider when you are the one providing? You are above God. You are not God. God cannot speak. God cannot see. God cannot hear. God cannot smell. God cannot carry anything. God cannot think anything. God cannot handle anything. God cannot walk. You can. You are above God. But if you say you are not above God, show me that God. I will kill that God before you to prove to you that you are above God. Wake up, trust God, and live humanly. Gordon.